Okay, we all know dating is a challenge, especially during the holidays. But if you're lucky enough to have timed it right and found that new love around the holiday time, the question begins, how on earth do you handle it?
Do you invite them to the holiday dinner? Do you bring them as your date to the office party? Do you buy them a present? Well, joining us to help with these challenges is relationship expert and matchmaker, Devyn Simone. Welcome back to New York Living. Great to see you.
Hi, happy holidays.
Looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Happy holidays. Okay.
Excited.
Have any of us dated new people during the holidays? Like, I was
No.
trying to think back. I don't think I did either.
Question. Let's see. When did? We started right after the holidays. My husband and I. Right after.
You girls are smart. You were like, let me wait before the pressure of him. No, I was never. I was either in a relationship or just not in a relationship during the holidays. Okay, so during the holidays, obviously, everything is heightened. Things can be complicated. What are the challenges from your perspective?
I mean, it can always be a little tricky about how you navigate this time, both in time management, because, you know, do you have holiday events, office parties, meeting family? Do you give gifts? Do you not give gifts? Do you do the holiday things together, or is it too much too soon because you've only been on a handful of dates? There are it's common to feel a little bit of stress and anxiety around the holidays.
Okay, so first things first. Do you introduce this new person to family and friends if you've just met?
Depends on your family and friends. No, it's
Because my friends are judging you 12 ways from Sunday.
Or maybe you don't want them to meet your family and friends because they're going to scare them off. Either way, right?
All of that is so valid, and you guys bring up a good point too, because Tinder just released their year in Swipe, which is like a comprehensive look back at dating in the year 2024, and they found something really interesting. Nearly 60% of singles said that they have shared whomever they're dating, or told whomever they're dating, told their friends and family about whomever they're dating, and nearly 20% have asked their friends to go and actually pre-screen and look at that person. See, Marisol's done it. So they probably already know
100%.
about this person, depending on how long you've been together. But look, you know your family and friend environment, so think if the other person can handle it, and you can always just do a soft invite, right? So instead of pressuring them to come, you could be like, look, my family's a little wild, but I'd love to have you with me on Christmas, for the Christmas Eve party or whatever, and that way your new partner has an out just in case they aren't ready.
Good idea.
That is a good idea. Okay, let's talk about gift giving. What are some appropriate gift giving guidelines for a new relationship? Because I have friends who have been like, we said we're not going to buy anything for each other, and then one of them ends up buying a big gift, and they've only been together for 2 weeks.
Yeah. If you use thoughtfulness as the primary driver, I think it's hard to go wrong. So just being really thoughtful, and thoughtful could be getting them something small, but that is so specific to what it is that they like, because everyone likes to feel seen. So if they know that there's a certain type of chocolate that you like very specific, then that's thoughtful. You can't go wrong, even if they don't get you something back. If you're doing it with intentionality and just trying to be kind to the other person, you won't feel scorned. Now, if you buy 2 tickets to Paris and you guys said you weren't doing anything and they didn't get you anything,
then call me, I'll go with you.
Right, exactly. So just being thoughtful is you can't really go wrong. And even if you say you're not doing gifts, it's probably safer to just have something small in the wings just in case.
What if you celebrate 2 different holidays, from 2 different religions?
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
Communication's huge.
Okay.
One, it's totally okay. You want to be with someone, if you're looking at dating this person long term, you want it to be someone where you guys are not only respecting boundaries, but that you are, mindful of each other's feelings. So you could just share, hey, this is a tradition that we have that's a part of my family. I grew up with this. I'd love for you to come to, Christmas Mass or whatever it is. You don't have to, but I'd love to share this with you so you can see how important it is for me. So again, you're giving the other person an opportunity to accept rather than kind of forcing and pushing, and then see how they react. Also know if there's 2 different religions, it can't all be you.
Right.
You need to be open to figuring out their traditions.
Like that show, Nobody Wants This.
Yes, nobody wants
Isn't that so good?
That's the best show.
I love that show.
I hope that the next season they're going to have to celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes.
And then they call you to be a consultant.
I love that. They should put you on as one of the writers. That's brilliant.
I mean, it's like I've planned our future right here. Communicating, you've talked about it. It is so important, yet so many of us still have trouble doing it, like a pre-planned vacation, a holiday vacation, and oh my gosh, how do we navigate these waters?
Look at it as something really fun and something you get to do rather than something you have to do. So, for example, my husband's Australian. I'm obviously not. I don't have the accent. And so we created our own Christmas tradition from the get-go because I know that I love to spend time. Our families are important to us, so I go back home to Kansas City every Christmas. He goes to Sydney, Australia every Christmas. So we've now created it where we have our own Christmas here in New York about a week before. That means Friday is always Christmas Eve, Saturday is always Christmas Day, Sunday is always the day after Christmas, and it's just us two. And then after that way we get to feel it special, we get to absorb it. He's with his family, I'm with mine, we still speak, and then for New Year's I go and visit him. But we do what works for us, but it came with communication. So it's something fun you get to do.
I like this.
Oh, that's a happy relationship.
It sure
Thank you.
is.
Great advice. Thanks, Devyn, for coming in. We appreciate it. Happy holidays to
Happy
you.
holidays to you as well.
Tell us how it goes in Australia.
I will.
And Kansas City.